Chief Meteorologist Nikki-Dee with KLBK's first warning weather.
We are dealing with rain on the radar as anticipated. Another forecast verified across the South Plains, so let's get right to it. Roadways are continuing to see a lot of extra traffic, especially since we are dealing with so much people getting their last minute Christmas shopping done. And on top of that, it's Friday. And yes, TGIF. But you can really tell the sheen on the roadways because we are dealing with so much of that rain. At the Science Spectrum, we have seen 0.3 of an inch, and we anticipate that to take place into an even higher number in the moments to come. So please use extreme caution on the roadways and especially on the back roadways. Right now outside of Texas Tech campus, beautiful sight indeed, but notice the visibility. You're not able to see too far out in advance. We are still dealing with visibilities continuing to drop down. We are at 3 miles visibility in the city, 2 down just towards the southern extent, 1 over towards Hobbs. Now all of these are going to continue to go up and down into the next little bit, but by tomorrow morning they're going to stay down for several hours. So please be extremely careful. The lower visibilities obviously are where we're seeing the most amount of the rainfall. Right now outside of the KLBK studio, we are able to hear the rainfall that is falling. Well, not outside, but we can hear it in the studio. It's falling outside, just getting some very nice rain, and we're just seeing some moderate rainfall in the KLBK area right along I-27. It continues to elongate up towards the north, and the farther you push to the north, well, then you're dealing with freezing rain. Temperatures are not really supporting that too much. The reason we are seeing freezing rain in these locations, we got temps right around 30 degrees. Yes, that is below freezing, but our ground is still extremely warm. So we don't anticipate it to stick too much, but still you're going to have that freezing rain right around Floydada over towards Lockney. And then you head over to Matador, where we're seeing a lot of heavier rainfall continue to push its way into the Matador region and towards Roaring Springs. Everything is moving to the north and east around 15 miles per hour. Dickens seeing some heavier rainfall right now, but check it out. You're seeing that heavy rainfall and just a hop, skip, and a jump to the east. They're dealing with the freezing rain. So please be careful into the next several hours. Post seeing some heavy rainfall. It seems like Post, they must be praying, right, because they've been dealing with so much blessing rain into the past several months, and we're going to continue to be dealing with some heavier precipitation moving into play not only tonight but into the overnight hours. Down towards Lamesa, a lot of the same, seeing some heavy rainfall, the red indicating the heavier precipitation, and then the green's the lighter. So you do get a break within these rainstorms, but we are going to continue to be seeing quite a bit of it. So even though it may clear up for just a bit, remember, more is on the way. Now, we're taking a look at the lightning track. Notice, we do not have any lightning associated with these storms. That does not mean it's going to stay that way. We could be seeing a few lightning strikes here or there, but they're not going to be prominent or dominant across the region. But remember to be safe when it comes to any amount of precipitation. Right now, we just got a new update that we are dealing with a flood watch right now, flood advisory to the southern region, because that's where we're pushing in all of that rain. So make sure you are using some extra careful in those areas. More of it continues to push in because we do have a southerly flow, and obviously we had a cold front come through. So not only are we dealing with an ample amount of support to see rainfall, but also we're dealing with the support to continue to see that rainfall and the cooler air. Cold front right here in the central areas of the state, 43 degrees in San Antonio. Further to the coastal areas, we are in the 70s here in the hub, coming in at 35 degrees. Now, in your backyard, temperatures are rather chilly, but we're not seeing too many below freezing. We're right at freezing in many locations, or a degree or two, but no 20s. But yes, it does feel like the 20s. We feel as if we're in the 20s across the board, even though we are not seeing too much in the way of those winds. Tomorrow morning, we will be cold, but we will warm up by the afternoon. 52 degrees, in fact, in the city. 42 in Dimmitt, 39 in Freona. Pushing further towards the eastern perspective, I mean, you can really tell a major temperature difference from the northern extent to the central and southern region, where temperatures will be around 15 to even 20 degrees different by the afternoon. So it's one of those days, if you really don't like it, just go visit some friends in another location, because we're going to be dealing with a major temperature spread. Rainfall continues into the overnight hours, becoming more widespread in the central, southern, and rolling plains by 10, 11, and 12 o'clock. But that's not the end. More of it begins to push into play, and then we'll begin to see some more to the northern extent. But as far as snowfall is concerned, it's staying to the north. We're not going to see too much of a large accumulation in the South Plains. Nevertheless, we will be dealing with cold and cool conditions, so be careful on those roadways. 37 degrees for the low tomorrow, 52 by the afternoon with those morning showers, and they will begin to clear off, and we're going to be seeing a lot of sunshine by next week. I know it's a lot of ground to cover because we're so excited to have the rainfall. We're going to continue to be dealing with it, but remember, we're getting a lot of it at 1-7. Localized flooding will take place, and that usually means we deal with car accidents. So with more traffic on the roadways, I cannot tell you how many times I saw different tags from out of state today on the roads.
Really? Just a lot of people coming in town?
I counted 9.
Yeah.
I did, and I really wasn't around town too much today. 9 different of those tags. So welcome to West Texas, that you are here. We love having you here, but please be careful because on the roadways it is extremely dangerous.
Well, I'll tell you what, it doesn't matter where people are from. Have you heard about this upcoming ban? Incandescent light bulbs.
Yes.
They're going away.
I'm kind of glad about it. You know how I like it to save some electricity.
Yeah, that's the one thing. They're going to cost a little bit more up front, but they're going to save us in our electricity bills going down the way. And KLBK's Allison Morris looked into this for us today. She tells us a lot of customers and a lot of hardware stores as well, they're really happy for this.
Evan, as you can